welcome, it's Alex here, and today we're gonna be taking a look at 2018's Marvel Legends Lizard Build-A-Figure Wave Prowler. Before, there was the Aaron Davis Prowler that everyone's now aware of because of the Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Homecoming film. There was the Hobie Brown's classic 616 Prowler, which is also the same Prowler in the 90s animated Spider-Man series. Now before we dive deep, let's take a quick look at the box. So here's a look at the bottom. And then we got Prowler's artwork on both sides. And then here's the top, which says Marvel's Lizard and then Spider-Man logo. And then at the back, there are the characters from the rest of this wave, with Prowler having Lizard's right leg. Then we have Prowler's image right here, and this quick bio which says, plagued by memories of his youth and desperate to prove his worth, Prowler turns to a life of crime. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look. Alright, so Prowler is using the same body mold as a Spider UK. He's mostly molded in green and purple, so the only painted parts are here are the ones from the neck and his logo right here on his chest. And visually, I don't have any major issues for this figure, thankfully, except for the tiny dent on his forehead and some paint chipping here in the abdominal area, which is more annoying compared to the dent on his forehead. But not really that of a big deal for me, but still a tad bit annoying because you can still easily spot it. And then his belt and bands are floating pieces. And since Prowler didn't really come with any accessories except for Lizard's back piece, we are going to be moving on to the articulation. Alright, so for the articulation, Prowler's cape is very much a removable piece, so we're gonna have to remove that first for the articulation segment. And he does have a peg hole at the back for his cape, as well as at the bottom of his feet. And yes, of course, he has a ball peg and hinge for his neck. So Prowler's head can look up this far, can look down this far. His head can tilt, and then not really that much of a tilting. His arms can rotate. His arms can raise this high. Has a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Wrist hinges up and down, as well as swivels. Ab crunches forward this much. He can lean back this far. Has a waist cut. Prowler can kick back only that much. Can kick forward. Of course, he can do the splits. Has a thigh swivel. Double jointed knees that can only bend this far because of those bumps. Has a boot swivel. Foot can hinge forward this far, hinges back, and has a forward-facing ankle rockers. So for Prowler's height size comparison, Prowler stands at a little over 6¼ inches. Next up, here's how tall he stands with the classic Spider-Man from the retro Spidey wave. And then here's how tall he stands with the modern Moon Knight and Valkyrie. There's my review for Prowler, and what I like about this figure, even though I don't have much connection for Prowler's character aside from seeing him in a few episodes from the animated series, I still want him in my Spider-Man's Rogues gallery, even though he may not be a full-on villain, but also a friend and an ally. While it's in a familiar body mold that I really don't hate as much, the problem for his knee articulation still persists because of the bump, which limits the bend by just about 90 degrees. And do I recommend purchasing this figure? It depends on whether or not you have a connection to Prowler. Me, I want both this classic Prowler and the Spider-Verse Prowler, so I'll be looking out for the newer one as well because I find this costume in the film very appealing as well. But that's it for me. Thanks for watching my review for Prowler. Please click like if you like this video, subscribe if you like watching Marvel Legends action figure reviews and other stuff. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.